Yo, imagine this, a ritzy ride that mixes Audi's classy swagger with zero tailpipe drama. Up to 392 miles on a single charge, ChatGPT brainiacs, and Quattro grip that laughs at those P&W rain slicks. The 2025 Audi A6 e-Tron ain't just dropping jaws, it's fixin' to shake up the big league EV scene. Is it the smooth operator that'll have Tesla and BMW sweating bullet? In this no BS deep dive, we'll spill the beans on specs, pit it against the Model S and i5, and hook you up with a straight talking guide for stateside shoppers. Buckle up, Buttercup. Let's hit the road.
All right, let's cut to the chase. The A6 e-Tron rolls out as a hatchback Sportback for 25, landed in U.S. driveways by late year or early 26. Sticker shock around $67,195, fair dinkum for the bells and whistles. Juice comes from a beefy 94.4 kWh battery, cranking 375 horses in rear drive mode for that easy-does-it zip around town. Want to kick it up a notch with Quattro all-wheel drive? Boom, 456 horses and 428 pound-foot of grunt, scoring 0 to 60 in about 4.6 seconds, quicker than your uncle's stories at Thanksgiving. Mileage-wise, it's a road warrior. EPA ballparks 370 rear-wheel drive or 333 with Quattro. Stretch into 392 in the Ultra trim if you're babying the pedal. Plugged in, no sweat. 270 kilowatts DC fast charging juices 10 to 80% in 21 minutes, hooking up with Electrify America stops from sea to shining sea. Step inside and it's Audi swank on steroids. A 14.5-inch touchscreen, high fives and 11.9-inch driver setup, running Android Automotive with wireless CarPlay and Android Auto.
ChatGPT's your co-pilot for stuff like, hey, scout a charger on the way to the Grand Canyon. Feels like having a smart buddy shotgun. Toss in the optional 10.9-inch passenger screen, an AR heads-up display, and you're ballin' like a tech mogul. Seats 5 without cramping style, with 54 cubic feet up front for legroom, and a hatchback trunk swallows 30 cubic feet. Plenty for a weekend getaway cooler full of brews. Safeties locked and loaded. Adaptive cruise, emergency brakes, and lane hugs come standard, eyeing that EHSS top pick nod. And for the gearheads, a flip-of-the-switch panoramic roof goes dark for privacy, plus a Bang & Olufsen 830-watt setup with 20 speakers, turning your commute into a private gig. This ain't your grandpa's sedan, it's a hush-hush powerhouse.
So, how's it stack up in the real world? First off, the Tesla Model S starts at $74,990, packs a wallop with 670 horses, plaid zip 0 to 60 in 1.99 seconds, but that 405-mile range hits your wallet hard. The A6 e-Tron undercuts the price tag while keeping it real. Quattro chews through sloppy Midwest slush way better than Tesla's rear-drive slip and slide, and the hatchback hauls more gear for tailgate parties than the Model S's trunk. Tesla owns the drag strip and charger empire, sure, but Audi's buttery ride and old-school knobs feel like a high five to folks who ain't ready for yoke drama. Now, squaring off with the BMW i5, the M60 xDrive kicks off at $68,275 with 593 horses and 256 to 295 miles of juice. Both got that AWD mojo, but the A6 e-Trons got the leg up on range, up to 370 miles and quicker juice-ups, making it the champ for no-fuss hauls. BMW's sharper wheel end shines on those Smoky Mountain switchbacks, no doubt, but Audi's whisper quiet cabin and AI chit-chat edge out for the daily grind.
Call it a tie for the discerning driver who wants luxury without the roid rage. For y'all stateside shoppers, here's the lowdown. At $67K entry, it's prime for that sweet $7,500 federal EV tax break if the battery checks the North American box. Keep an eye on IRS fine print, because Audi's cooking with U.S.-sourced cells. State goodies pile on. California's dropping $2,000 rebates, Colorado up to $5K for everyday folks. Leasing, that's the hack. Snag the full credit day one. Slash in payments to $500 a month, easy as pie. Upsides? Killer range for coast-to-coast road trips without the pit stops, ChatGPT smarts that feel like having Siri on steroids, and Quattro that's tougher than a $2 steak in any weather. Downsides? It ain't the quickest off the line for stoplight showdowns, and the cabin is plush, but not quite Bentley-level bougie. Plus, lines might snake 3 to 6 months after launch. Pencil it out. Swap your gas A6 and you're pocketing $1,200 a year on fuel with 132 mpge in the city. Cheaper than filling up at that overpriced pump off the interstate. There you have it, the 2025 Audi A6 e-Tron, a luxury EV that's all class, no crash. If this rundown got your wheels turning, give it a thumbs up, sub to US Auto Polls for the latest scoops, and holler in the comments. A6 e-Tron your next sweet ride, or are you sticking with the old guard? Links down below for test drives and signups. Catch you all on the flip side. Keep it electric, keep it rolling.